What's going on, everybody? This is Durka from Whataweeb, and we are here with a little should you pull video before Mama Raikou, aka Minamoto no Yorimitsu, shows up. I'll be referring to her as Raikou throughout this video, but she is definitely a very hype servant, and I know a lot of people are gonna go into pulling for her. So if you just need a little bit more help to decide if you want her or not, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. So anyway, Raikou is the newest 5-star berserker in Fate Grand Order. She is a limited servant, so get her while you can if you want her. And honestly, like I said, spoilers, you should want her. You know, she's amazing. Probably one of the best AOE berserkers in the game, if not the best AOE berserker in the game, MP wise. So let's about her a little bit. You know, Raikou's another gender bent character from history, but you know, her being a berserker, they definitely put a funny spin on her personality. Her berserker instincts have her act as more of a crazed mother, which has definitely won the adoration of the community. So if that's up your alley, go for it. I know I want my mama. So I need that motherly disposition. Hey, corniness aside, let's talk about her card setup. Quick, arts, buster. 2 arts cards, 1 quick card, 2 buster cards. That's a weird order I said it in, but whatever. Yeah, usually berserkers have 3 buster cards except for, like, you know, Vlad and very few other ones. But she puts in a lot of work for this same reason. With 3 hits on her quick card and 4 hits on her arts card, you can count on her to do some real damage and getting rewarded for it, getting that NP boost. So, you know, being able to use her MP, she's actually one of the few berserkers that can reliably get an NP charge. Yeah, no, that's already pretty cool, right? But yeah, no, into her skills. So skill 1, Eternal Arms Mastership, A+. Increases own critical star absorption for 3 turns. This skill is actually pretty good, especially since her NP can create so many stars. Like, wow. It's crazy. Making that many stars from buster cards, it's wild. It's wild. It's the same skill as Lancelot, which it's kind of funny, I thought, just because he's usually called Dad a lot, or like, you know, Dad. So, and Raikou's called Mom, so, yeah, but anyway. This really does help you do damage in the turns after your NP and helps fix the problem with Berserker star absorption, considering she has 9 star absorption normally, while let's say a Rider would have 198 star absorption, you know, pretty big difference there, to be completely honest. So it definitely helps that, like, what is it, 9,000% or something? Anyway, Mana Burst Lightning A. Increases own buster performance for 1 turn. Grants self-evasion for 1 turn. This is pretty much the buster version of Jack's Murder on a Mystery Night. I believe that's what Misty Knight skill. Except Jack gives herself a 50% quick buff, while she gives herself a 30% buster buff. Which is okay, because buster has that damage modifier on it. But you have really 2 good buffs in here regardless. Like, an evasion and a buster boost. They're great. It's just together they might not be so good. Same issue as Jack. You might not want these buffs at the same time. You kind of have to decide if you're going for an offensive move or a defensive move with a skill like this. Otherwise, you know, it does buffer damage a lot, and I still think it's an amazing skill, but it kind of does make you play, you know, offensively or defensively, because you won't have it to defend yourself, and you won't, you know, or you won't have it for your NP or something. Just make note of that, guys. And then the last one, Mystery Killer A. Increases own damage against demonic enemies for 3 turns. Increases own damage against enemy servants with earth or sky attributes for 3 turns, excluding demi-servants and pseudo-servants. So a demi-servant and a pseudo-servant. So, like, you know, Mash, Waver, Ishtar, those characters that are, you know, have like a non-servant, like a non-servant body, like yeah, like Parvati, I think, is also, because she has Sakura's body. So, but anyway, into the actual meat of this skill. Wow. What a skill. Huge damage buff on a lot of servants. Earth and Sky attribute are some of the most, you know, wide-ranging attributes in the game, because, you know, Sky is usually like a heaven attribute, Earth is like a human attribute. You know, after the category of quote-unquote man, it's pretty much Earth and Sky. So a lot of servants are weak to her, you know, this attack. And if they're demonic, you do even more damage. So, you know, honestly just good skill. I like it as much as Mana Burst Lightning, and it just skills that add so much damage to her, which, you know, on a Berserker, what else can you ask for? Honestly, it's just great. It's just it's just great. Moving on to the passive skills, and honestly, she's got a lot of passive skills in comparison to some other servants. So let's just start with Magic Resistance D. Standard, you know, nice little 12.5 debuff resistance chance. Nothing really to write home about. But moving on to Mad Enhancement EX. Oh, here we go. Here we go. 12% damage up. Percent Buster Boost. Only like 3 5-star Berserkers have the skill, being her, Vlad, and Nightingale. All, you know, Berserkers that aren't really as, you know, the triple Buster meta or whatever as much. So let's go. It's gonna do so much damage. You know, you get that clean 12% boost plus anything else you're getting buffed with. Next skill, Riding A+, kind of random, but I guess her one quick card does more damage if you ever have to use it. This skill is mainly based off of history, like, because she would, you know, she was a rider. You know, she could ride animals and everything like that. I think she had a horse or whatever, so it's probably just based off of history. And Divinity C. A nice little damage increase. Gotta be careful with those NP/skills that do increase damage to Divine, as I've said in pretty much all our other Should You Pull videos. So, yeah, no, otherwise, it's a lot of passive skills, and some of them are pretty good. Some of them are definitely pretty good. But this is what we've all been waiting for. Her Noble Phantasm. I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but Go Shorai Tenmo Kaikai. Kaikai, okay. Ox King Storm Call, the Inescapable Net of Heaven. First of all, this is pretty much the only Berserker 5-star that had, or the first Berserker at least 5-star, that has a multi-target Noble Phantasm that's Buster. Up until now, nope, it's all single target, you know, high damage like Kualter. Kualter is probably the other best Berserker in the game. Her and him are pretty much tied for that spot. But her overcharge effect that increases own crit star generation for 1 turn. I've seen people do like a NP AA chain, and I've seen like 50 stars created. It's crazy. She's creating 50 stars based off of Buster start. What? What? It's wild, you know, it's wild. But it's just fantastic. Like, it's a good skill overall. Yes, the modifier looks low, but just remember that she has all these buffs on her Buster cards, and she's a Berserker, 1.1 times buff, 12% Buster card bonus, 1.5 times damage to any class. So it kind of does add up a lot, and then those crit stars help you do even more damage next turn. So it all really does add up and makes up for the fact that her NP damage seems a little low. But alright, let's go into these stats. Alright, so Raikou. Berserker, as we've said, 1.1 times modifier already. So as a Berserker, that's, you know, great damage. He's going to be doing good damage. That's all it is. One of the few Berserkers that can reliably charge the MP, as we said. She does have kind of a middling attack stat when comparing her to all the other 5-star Berserkers. It's not on the low end, but it's not on the high end. It's like literally in the middle. Literally in the middle. If you include Herc. Because Herc has a higher attack stat than her, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, she's not the worst, but not the best. But that's okay. You know, she plays a different role than other Zerkers. She's a crazy crit Zerker wave clear. That's her role. And honestly, she does it better than almost any character in the game. So, if not every character in the game. So, boom. But, alright, you know, going into those more hidden stats, her standard star absorption, everything else is pretty much standard. You know, her NP charge, 0.46 with 4... You know, with those hits on her arts cards, plus having 2 arts cards, it's pretty nice, actually. It's not too bad. You know, there's nothing crazy going on in the background. Chaotic good, death rate is standard, MP charge defense, all that stuff is pretty standard. Her star generation's a little bit low, like 4.9 versus 5.1, but it doesn't really matter because her Buster card, her Buster Noble Phantasm kind of fixes that. Alright, so just quick run through of the stats. Now, craft essences. Alright, so she is a Berserker, so limited 0 over in Black Grail. For her, Black Grail, yes, obviously a great choice. But Kaleido also has a place on her as well if you're just farming for the sake of farming. She's a queen of farming, pretty much the best farmer in the game. So it works amazingly, especially generating all those stars. which helps you get your MP back again, or other characters get their MP. Honestly, there are probably a lot of CEs that would work on her. She's a very good all-around unit. One, like Halloween Princess is one that I forgot to mention. Very good on her, but not all of us were given the chance to max limit break it. I was not lucky enough to. I ran that mission so many times, and I did not get a drop. So, unfortunate. But if I had Halloween Princess, I would think about using it if I was using her for, like actual hard content. But for right now, Limited Over Zero, Kaleidoscope, and Black Grail get the job done. They pretty much get the job done. Alright, team use. I actually had to think a little bit about this because she works with so many characters. I'll go over them right now. She and Kualter are the two best berserkers in the game. As for teams, for her support, Merlin Waver or Double Merlin, obviously are great. Waver is really nice because of that crit damage increase that you can get the turn after you use your NP. So if you have your NP ready, you just boost the attack, boost the defense, get your MP ready. Next turn, you get another 30% charge, and you start critting like crazy. And so it's really good. But let's talk about other characters that aren't Merlin and Waver, because I always do mention Merlin and Waver, because they literally buff everybody. But let's talk about some other characters. So there's Queen Sheba. Very good, too. Helps with the Buster bonus. Ishtar Rider. Very good, too. Quetzalcoatl. Great too, because she has that Buster and Guts that she can give to one character, the boost. Paul Bunyan. She also has, I think, a 30% or 20% team Buster boost. Helena has an all-card boost. Chiron even, who was just recently released in JP. Hijikata also has a team Buster boost. And Penthezelia, also pretty good. And obviously Nightingale works really well with her too. So you can actually run a nice team of berserkers of Hijikata, her, and just throw in Merlin, Waver, or even Penthezelia, whatever her name is. I know it's a lot of units that you might not have heard of yet and that are not out yet, but as of right now, she can really work with anybody, and as time goes on, she gets even more support. So always going to be a good unit, and I can't see her being nerfed. She hasn't even gotten a buff interlude yet. That's how good she is, because she doesn't need it. But moving on to the last part. So should you pull? Alright, you're gonna start this off like always. If she's a waifu for you, then you do what you gotta do. With that aside, she's 100% worth it to pull. She makes farming events so much easier, and she's a godly wave clearing crit zerker. She's limited, so you can't get her all the time. She'll make your life so much easier, and you will worship Mama Raikou forevermore. That's really all I have to say on this matter. So, good luck, my peoples. Go pull her. I wish you luck. I wish myself luck. And, yeah. But, if you guys did enjoy this video, remember to like, comment, subscribe to become a weeb today. Let us know if you are pulling for Mama Raikou in the comment section below. Check us out on Twitch and Twitter. We are streaming. We are doing a bunch of stuff. So, make sure to peep us. Description, links, everything in the description below. And honestly, this has been Durka, and Sayo Nada.